Have aliens really abducted humans? Or is it all just a product of our collective imagination, fueled by the silver screen? This is a question that has been asked time and time again, and yet the answer remains elusive. The concept of alien abductions, a narrative that has been woven into the fabric of our pop culture, continues to intrigue us. From the eerie flicker of the television screen to the immersive world of cinema, tales of humans being whisked away by extraterrestrial beings have captured our collective imaginations. Consider, for instance, the movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind. This cinematic masterpiece not only thrilled audiences with its compelling narrative, but also embedded the idea of alien abductions into the public consciousness. The film depicted ordinary individuals, just like you and me, being taken by otherworldly beings for reasons beyond our comprehension. The impact was profound, and the idea of alien abductions was no longer relegated to the realm of science fiction. It became a topic of dinner table conversations, a source of fear, intrigue, and fascination. Similarly, the film Fire in the Sky further embellished the narrative with its chilling depiction of an ordinary man's extraordinary encounter. The protagonist's harrowing experience aboard an alien spacecraft, complete with invasive medical examinations and strange otherworldly beings, only added fuel to the fire of public fascination with the concept of alien abductions. These films, and many others like them, have painted a vivid picture of what an alien abduction might look like. They've shaped our perceptions and expectations of extraterrestrial life and its potential interactions with humanity. They've given a face to our fears and curiosities, crafting a narrative that is as captivating as it is terrifying. While these stories captivate us, they also beg the question, could these cinematic tales have any basis in reality? As we delve into this intriguing subject, we must remember to keep our skepticism intact and our minds open. After all, the truth, as they say, might be out there. The scientific community remains skeptical. Without empirical evidence, these stories are just that, stories. This skepticism is not born out of a dismissive attitude, but rather a dedication to the principles of scientific inquiry, which demand substantial, verifiable evidence. Let's delve into this a bit further. Science is a systematic and logical approach to discovering how things in the universe work. It's a method of investigation involving observation and experimentation, as well as the formulation and testing of hypotheses. In the case of alien abductions, the scientific method faces a formidable challenge. The primary sources of information, personal testimonies and anecdotal evidence, are notoriously unreliable and difficult to test rigorously. You see, for an event or phenomenon to be accepted as scientifically valid, it needs to be observable, measurable, and repeatable. These are the building blocks of empirical evidence. Unfortunately, claimed alien abductions do not meet these criteria. There are no physical traces of alien technology, no undisputable photographs or videos, and no consistent, independently verifiable eyewitness accounts. Further, the inconsistency in the details of the alleged encounters raises more red flags. The descriptions of the extraterrestrials, their spacecraft, and the nature of the abductions vary widely. If these were actual events, wouldn't there be more uniformity in the accounts? In the absence of such empirical evidence, these stories cannot graduate from the realm of personal experience to the realm of scientific fact. This doesn't mean that these experiences aren't real to those who report them. It simply means that their reality is subjective and personal, not objective and universal. The scientific community isn't saying that alien abductions are impossible. Rather, it's saying that without more substantial evidence, it's not scientifically tenable to claim they're real. It's a classic case of Carl Sagan's famous saying, "Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence." So, until such extraordinary evidence is provided, the scientific community remains skeptical, and these accounts of alien abductions remain in the realm of anecdote and speculation. Without hard evidence, these accounts remain in the realm of anecdote and speculation. So, if not aliens, then what? Some psychologists point towards phenomena like sleep paralysis and false memories. Let's delve into these psychological explanations. Sleep paralysis is a condition where individuals, either when falling asleep or waking up, temporarily lose the ability to move or speak. This paralysis can be accompanied by vivid hallucinations, which can be as real as any waking experience. Add to this a sense of an ominous presence, and it's not hard to see how some might interpret this as an extraterrestrial encounter. But sleep paralysis isn't the only explanation. We also have to consider the power of our own minds to create and believe in false memories. This can be especially potent when combined with the power of suggestion. For instance, someone who has heard or read about alien abduction stories might be more likely to interpret an unusual or unexplained experience as an encounter with aliens. This suggestibility can be further amplified by hypnosis, which is often used in an attempt to retrieve blocked memories of abduction. However, it's important to remember that hypnosis is not a reliable tool for memory recovery. In fact, it can often lead to the creation of entirely false memories, influenced by the hypnotist's suggestions or the individual's own expectations. There's also a social and cultural aspect to consider. The narrative of alien abductions is so deeply ingrained in popular culture that it informs our collective understanding of what such an experience would look like. This shared narrative can shape individual experiences, leading to strikingly similar abduction stories across different people and places. Finally, we mustn't overlook the simple human need for coherence and understanding. Unexplained phenomena can be distressing, and sometimes attributing them to aliens can be less terrifying than accepting that we simply don't know what happened. These psychological factors provide plausible explanations for the experiences described by alleged abductees. Despite the skepticism, the search for evidence continues, driven by a select few who believe the truth is out there. Among these few, organizations like the Mutual UFO Network, or MUFON, stand out. Committed to investigating the unexplained, MUFON collects and analyzes reports of UFO sightings and alleged abductions. Their hope? To uncover patterns or correlations that might lend credibility to the claims of those who say they've been abducted. They sift through thousands of reports, separating the wheat from the chaff, the plausible from the implausible. It's a laborious process, one that requires patience, dedication, and an open mind. Their goal isn't to prove the existence of extraterrestrial life, but to find concrete evidence that might validate the claims of those who say they've encountered it. Yet despite these efforts, definitive proof remains elusive. So, what do these alleged abductees say? Their stories often share uncanny similarities. People who claim to have been abducted by aliens often describe being taken aboard a spacecraft, not of any design known to humanity. They recount undergoing medical examinations that are invasive and strange, conducted by beings not of this world. These extraterrestrial beings are usually described as having distinct physical characteristics, often humanoid, but with large heads, elongated limbs, and eyes that are nothing short of haunting. Some abductees even report having communicated with these beings, either verbally or telepathically. Others share experiences of being shown images of Earth's destruction, as if given a warning or a prophecy. Now, the consistency in these narratives could be attributed to a number of factors. It might reflect shared cultural influences, or perhaps it's a psychological need for coherence in the face of confusing or even terrifying experiences. The consistency in these narratives could suggest a shared cultural influence or psychological need for coherence. So, where does that leave us? Are alien abductions a fact or fiction? We've delved into the captivating narrative spun by pop culture and heard the chilling accounts from those who claim to be abductees. We've also examined the skepticism pervasive in the scientific community due to the glaring lack of empirical evidence supporting these claims. In light of this, many psychologists propose alternative explanations, such as sleep paralysis, vivid hallucinations, and false memories, which could account for the creation of these abduction narratives. The ongoing search for evidence by organizations like the Mutual UFO Network keeps the flame of curiosity alive, yet conclusive proof remains elusive. It appears that while abductions by extraterrestrial beings make for thrilling tales, they remain just that, tales.